See the blue sky, feel the wind that blows. Get the rush in, heaven only knows. I'm all alone, still lying far from lonely. On a journey, on a winding road. The tide of the running, the catching up. I got hungry for the sunny high mountain tops. So I made some plans, some dreams to catch, to promised lands, to find my path, see the planet from greater heights. I have found a place. Take me out. Take me out to California. I feel the day is coming to an end, and my eyes are drawn to southern skies. But I'll be coming home soon. Yeah, I'll be coming home soon.
Hey everybody, Nicholas Snow here, and on my gay agenda today in this episode of Hot in Palm Springs is to tell you all about the BIG Gay BBQ. So nothing ushers in summer better than enjoying delicious barbecue, beverages, and great music with friends on a summer night at the biggest and most fabulous BIG Gay BBQ. I don't say fabulous quite the way Bella DeBall says it in the commercials on K-Gay, but you are invited to join us in the Arenas District. This finger-lickin barbecue features free entry, live music, and fun backyard games like pin the tail and thong toss. VIP passes include a gourmet barbecue dinner served between 5 and 9 p.m., and the fun goes to 11 p.m. The VIP fundraiser helps keep the November Pride Festival in Palm Springs free, and there'll be picnic games, barbecue vendors, beverage bars, and dancing in the streets all night. And coming up next, I have Palm Springs Pride President Ron deHarte, who's also City Councilman Ron deHarte, to tell us all about it. And he'll be with me live after this.
PromoHomo.TV is all about empowering you, our communities, and our world. For their support of PromoHomo.TV, I wish to thank my sponsors. DAP Health. I've been a grateful client of DAP Health for more than a decade. One of their value statements, we welcome all people, period.
Nothing like the city we're at. It's tired of the running.
Willie's Modern Fare, 1501 Uptown Gastropub, and 849 Restaurant and Lounge. 3 restaurants, unlimited flavors. Shouting out to my media partners. Pink Media, amplifying PromoHomo.TV across the Twitterverse with their hashtag I Love Gay campaign. David Perry and Associates, a PR and marketing firm. GayDesertGuide.lgbt. And KGay 1065 Palm Springs, available worldwide. Ask your smart speaker to play KGAY. And last but not least, the PromoHomo.TV superstars who voluntarily subscribe to the free content at PromoHomo.TV for as little as $1 a month. Join them at patreon.com/PromoHomo.TV. Meet many of them at PromoHomo.TV/superstars. Now here's how you can step up to the plate. To find out how you can help me empower you, our communities, and our world, visit PromoHomo.TV/empower. Thank you.
And thank you for watching. I don't want to leave Ron waiting any longer in the green room, so let me welcome him back to the show for the umpteenth time. Hi, Ron.
Hey, howdy.
I was so excited to hear that this barbecue is happening because, it is Pride Month, and Pride Month is happening all over the world right now. And the assault on Pride is happening all over the world right now. And the reason our main festival isn't in June is because of the heat, but it's fantastic that this Saturday night celebration is coming up June 24th.
Yeah, Nicholas, in the last handful of years, there's been more and more pride events happening in June in Palm Springs, and we've talked about bringing the Big Gay BBQ on since pre-COVID, and now that we're past the pre-COVID activities and restrictions. We dusted off the barbecue, Big Gay BBQ logo, and talked to the merchants again, and everybody, excuse me, widely supported the idea and said, "Let's do it." So that's what we've got, and I think in years like to this year and the political climate that exists across the country. It really is a good opportunity for us to have, a community event where the community can come together and just let out a deep breath or be with friends and gather and not worry for a minute about the legislation that's coming in front of assemblies and houses across the country. And the most recent figure I just heard, 700 anti-LGBTQ bills are on dockets across the country. And, they're being challenged, the ones that are passing. And thank goodness one just was struck down by the courts. And banning transgender youth healthcare, and that was in Florida. So that was a huge step for the courts to intervene and start saying, access to healthcare is a basic right that should be available and needs to be available to everyone, regardless of the individual. So I'm very happy that we saw that happen this week. And the legislation that's taking place it's really coming out of a place of fear and hatred, and has nothing to do with drag queens performing or drag shows, which have existed for several hundred years. And it's an opportunity for some to sensationalize our marginalized community, and when people don't understand what pride is all about, or they don't understand what transgender individuals are all about, that's where they are able to instill this fear with folks. And having an event celebrating pride, coming together as a community, is an opportunity to stand unified and stand in solidarity with these cities across the country, states where legislation is threatening the existence of LGBTQ individuals in their cities and their freedoms to gather and assemble and be together and be who they are. So we don't have that fear in California, and in particular in Palm Springs, but still it certainly wears on everybody, and it's a heavy toll for all LGBTQ people to carry. And come out to the barbecue. Our theme for the barbecue is "Be happy, love all," and that's really what the barbecue is all about. It's be gay, not necessarily in the sense of gender and sexual identity, but being gay is being happy and coming out and loving all and embracing everyone and having a great time. And I heard you're going to enter Pin the Tail contest. Uh-oh, hold on. I'm not hearing you for some reason.
Sorry about that. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
I had an overflowing frozen Dr. Pepper. It's actually still overflowing. Yes. So I muted myself to try to slurp from the top of the can. I'm
Well,
busted.
we will have all kinds of beverages for folks to purchase. There's a few barbecue vendors that will be on arenas for the Big Gay BBQ, serving different selections of barbecue items. Black Book will be serving onto the street, as will Chill Bar. So Chill will have a special barbecue selection that's going to be available. And when you come out and you hang out and you be with your friends and community, and you purchase the soda or water or not any of the non-alcoholic beverages or the alcoholic beverages, you're contributing to the fundraising for Palm Springs Pride, and all funds go to help keep our Pride in Palm Springs free for everyone to attend. And that's where the funds raised from folks attending, they're earmarked to help us cover those costs of our what is a very significant Pride event in Southern California, right here in Palm Springs.
Well, I have the details on the screen partially covering you. I won't leave it there long because we want to see your handsome face. But it's Saturday, June 24th, 5 to 11 in the Arenas District. It benefits Greater Palm Springs Pride. There is free entry. When people spend money anywhere on the street that night, it benefits Pride. But there's optional VIP tickets. You can get them at pspride.org/BigGayBBQ. And I'm going to buy a ticket. They're only $100, and when I say only, when you think of the importance of Pride, and you think of how many people in our community have the ability to spend $100 to support that event, given the fact that it's free for tens of thousands of people and communicates on behalf of our community, not only as a place to live and a place to visit, but as an LGBTQ plus and allied community to the world, it really is such a wonderful investment. So I haven't always been in a position to buy a ticket, but I'm going to buy my VIP ticket. Explain to me exactly what benefits come to those of us who are going to buy that ticket.
So the fun thing about the VIP ticket, other than the fact that you're helping raise funds for the nonprofit Pride organization, is you get access to a gourmet barbecue meal. So there's a Cuban barbecue chicken is available with rice and beans. Moroccan barbecue leg of lamb is an option that's available for the VIP ticket holders. The sides are going to include marinated cucumber, flatbread, German potato salad, which is my favorite, and roasted green beans. And along with that is access to your non-alcoholic and some specialty alcoholic beverages from LGBTQ-owned businesses that are available at PS Bottle Works or PS Bottle Shop. So I'm excited about the VIP opportunity. It's the first time for the Pride organization to really do something like this, and it's being very well received, and we really appreciate the community support, for this little extra effort, and you get to come enjoy a gourmet barbecue.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Now, will there be a designated VIP area where people access this meal? How do they know where to find it and where to pick up their the wristband or however it's going to be functioning.
Yeah, great. I didn't address that, but there's going to be a white picket fenced off area with seating, table seating, high boy seating, low boy picnic table seating for folks to come sit down, enjoy their meal, have some beverages, that will be available, and the meal will be available for VIPs from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. But the other vendors on the street will continue to serve until 11 p.m.
Well, you just answered my question. Another one of them that I hadn't articulated is I am going to broadcast at 5 p.m. that night live. And I was thinking, well, where will I broadcast from? And now I know, behind the white picket fence.
And there you go.
Yes, so look for me in the VIP section. That's another incentive for you to buy your $100 ticket. If you buy the $100 ticket and you get there at 5 and you come up to me during my broadcast, I promise to put you on the air unless I have some technical difficulty beyond my control. I will personally thank all of you on camera. So I don't know, Ron, if that's an incentive or not, but I'll throw it out there.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, that's great.
What would you like? Is there anything else you want to say about the barbecue before we move ahead to some other topics?
Another component of the barbecue is how it's been embraced by the sponsors in the business community. So K-Gay and the Gay Desert Guide are our choice sponsors for the event. We've got a great group of select sponsors, including Neutral, the Vodka Seltzer, Street Bar, Desert Care Network, Chill Bar, Hunters, Black Book, and PromoHomo.TV. And then we've got some other really supportive sponsors with Game Art, The Standard, Roadrunner Print, Coachella Valley Independent, the Los Angeles Blade, and GED Magazine. So it's really nice to see the support that's come forward for this Summer Pride event. And our hope is that we draw a good attendance and that this becomes an annual event for Palm Springs in June.
Well, that's fantastic. And of course, Bella DeBall and John Taylor are the host, and the DJ Mod Girl and DJ Galaxy will be there. And this, by the way, is what you see when you go to pspride.org/Big Gay BBQ. And the other thing, Ron, I think it's important to point out is that you're still in need of volunteers, and on the page pspride.org Big Gay BBQ is the link to the volunteer opportunities as well.
Yep. You can click there and you can see the variety of shifts that are available. And it ranges from people checking IDs and issuing wristbands for those that would like to purchase an alcoholic beverage, to watching the entrances and exits to make sure beverages don't come in or go out of the venue, helping out in the VIP area, helping decorate during the day, helping to tear it all down at the end of the night after it's all over with. So there's still a good handful of opportunities that are there, and we invite anybody who wants to get involved to come out and have a good time. It's a good event to volunteer for.
Fantastic. So I am going live at 5 almost every day in June. So, and I had committed to that before I knew about the recent packed town hall that Police Chief Andy Mills held at Hunters. And I was wondering if you could sort of tell us a little bit about how that went and what the reaction was, and speak from your perspective as a city councilman, as someone that has a leadership position in our city, but also as a a gay man and the leader of our Pride organization.
Sure. I was really proud to see the community response and turnout. It was the largest attendance that we have ever seen for the police department town hall, and really proud for not only the showing from the community, but to see the good work members of the LGBTQ advisory committee the good work that they're doing. I just recently left that committee as I was elected to city council, and I think I was at the 12-year mark, maybe 13. It's a great committee that comes together, and we provide guidance to the police department, and the police department and the chiefs through the years have come to the table and asked questions of how do we handle this in the community, and they seek guidance from the advisory group, and that has always been appreciated. Brian Reyes was the first to really be out there, and then our current chief, Andy Mills, is just elevated the community outreach and link into not just the LGBTQ community, but all communities throughout Palm Springs. So it was really, really great to see the good work that the community or the committee is doing. And now that I'm watching it from the city council perspective, it really makes me feel good to see it, and to see the chief addressing some of the key issues straightforward, some of the concerns that our community brought forward about the recent sex crimes that the individual was arrested for just recently, and the challenges that the police department had in this case in particular on bringing charges, and the community's desire to, why can't you move faster? Why can't this be more of a public thing? Why, we want it to happen now and immediate. And I appreciated the chief taking the time to explain the process and, what had to happen. You just can't come out and accuse somebody and not have enough evidence for that charge to stick. So what was necessary is more victims stepped forward, and more victims coming forward and speaking out is what helped close this case and provide the evidence that the police department needed. The lesson there for our community, and I think we have been this way for decades and decades. We meaning primarily the G and the LGBT, the gay community, and the trans community, is hesitant to report sex crimes and abuse, and we have to push ourselves through that stigma and rise to the occasion and make sure that we report to the police department. And it can be done anonymously. So it's not like I have to disclose my name. I can contact the police department, or the chief invited individuals to contact him directly and use a fake email, but report what happened, give the information, so the police department has those details and can follow up on it. And that's so important. And if anything came out of the town hall this year, I think that message to the community was a big message. And the other one was there was some disappointment in the response time that the police department has. According to some folks in the audience, the response time is being lagging. The concern that folks have in wanting to see the police faster, and the chief shared with the group gathered. At any time, we may have 4 officers covering the city. Even though we've got a department of 125 officers, I think 12 of them are out on medical disability. So officers on the street at any one time are really limited. It is really felt during season when our population goes from 45,000 to 100,000 or more, and the city is just has such an increase in population. So what the chief shared with folks is the reality, and city council is continuing to approve staffing positions for the police department, so we can help with those response times. We just approved hiring 4 new dispatch operators for the police department over the next 2 years. That will make a difference in response times and how those calls are filtered. The chief shared with us, when the call comes in, the dispatch operator is thinking very quick, and they're sorting and they're putting those calls into a tier. And if there's a situation where there's physical abuse, there's harm occurring, that's going to take priority, and there's going to be immediate response to a call like that. A call that comes in and somebody's reporting a theft, and the crime is not happening at that time, that's going to have a very low response rate for an officer to turn out. And on top of that, with the limited number of officers that are on at nighttime or daytime, there's a few more during daytime because we have motorcycle officers on the street. So we do have more during the day. But if there's an accident anywhere in our city, if there's an accident and it's a pretty serious accident, that's going to take away 2 or 3 officers to go and help deal with that accident. So there's a lot of factors go into the response times, and I've worked with 5 police chiefs in Palm Springs, and I've gone along on riding with the police officers in the car and seeing what is done on a typical shift in the city of Palm Springs. I got to see it firsthand, and when the chief was sharing the challenges that we face and why not every call can be immediate, I appreciated him taking that time to share that information. And there's a couple instances that, one was brought up. Why was there support of Ken Calvert in the last election? And straightforward, the police was able, the chief was able to share with those gathered that there's 2 entities. The police chief has nothing to do with the Police Officers Association. That's a whole separate group that has nothing to do administratively or officially with the Palm Springs Police Department. That is an association separate and apart from our official police department activity. Many people didn't know that, so that was a good opportunity for him to share that distinction. And then he invited the president of the Police Officers Association up to the microphone and to take the time to answer that question with the audience. And we can agree with the Police Officers Association or not agree with them. And many people, I'm sure, left the town hall still in disagreement with why was that candidate supported in a community that is overwhelmingly LGBTQ, and that politician is for decades not supported the LGBTQ community. The police officer representative, the association representative, tried to share what the reasoning was. And you support one politician over another because you think that they're going to achieve something to help you toward your ends and help you meet your objective and your goals. And I think that's what it came down to for the support of Ken Calvert. And remembering it's a national position, so the Police Officers Association is looking nationally on how that support and in Washington, D.C. could make a difference for policing across the country. Some may have accepted that, and clearly many of our community don't accept that. There's a real hard feeling as to how could you support and embrace the LGBTQ community and at the same time endorse this individual that has nothing to do with our community at all. So all in all, a great session. Again, I don't remember how many this has been, but they've all been very good. But this one had the most incredible attendance. Hunters was full. It took place in Hunters, and Hunters was full of people sitting and standing, and extra chairs were brought in. So it was a great turnout. And if folks didn't attend, weren't able to attend, just keep it on your radar for next year. It always happens, sometime April, May. And there was such a great turnout during Pride Month. I suggested to them, let's continue to do it during June, during Pride Month. These people that are here are the folks that live here year round. And in April, you do get a lot of folks that don't live here year round attending. So in June, you truly got the heart of our community coming in and attending.
Well, thank you for that really detailed recap of what went on at the town hall, and your conversation about whether or not we agree with who supports who for what office gives me an opportunity to play something I have in my studio for moments like this, and then I'll be right back with you for a recap about the Big Gay BBQ.
All right.
The answer is vote. I've been talking with Ron deHarte about the Big Gay BBQ Saturday, June 24th from 5 to 11 p.m. in the Palm Springs, California Arenas District, benefiting Greater Palm Springs Pride. There's free entry. Anything you spend that night on the street is going to, in one way or another, benefit Greater Palm Springs Pride. But there's a $100 VIP ticket that's available at pspride.org/BigGayBBQ, where you can also find volunteer opportunities as well. I'm buying the $100 VIP ticket, and as I was sharing with you, Ron, during the show, I will go live behind the white picket fence in the VIP area at the event at 5 p.m., and I will interview any of the VIP ticket holders who want to talk to me about why they support Greater Palm Springs Pride. Is there anything you want to add in conclusion?
It's going to be fun, and Bella DeBall and John Taylor are our hosts, in addition to the DJ Galaxy and DJ Mod Girl providing the music all night long. But there's picnic games. There's a handbag pitch. We have cornhole, so there'll be a cornhole tournament. And
I'm afraid to ask what that is.
well,
I guess I'm going to wait and find
you have
out.
to show up to see what cornhole is all about. Same with pin the tail. So
I can't believe you're having a thong toss. Hopefully it's a thong that's, well, maybe it might be nice if someone tossed the thong that they were previously wearing. But
I think it's funny because everybody goes to a thong that you would wear as an undergarment, and not a flip flop or a shoe that you would have.
of course, I didn't even think of a flip flop. So is it one or the other? I guess you have to show up to find out.
Everybody's got to show up and see what it is and actually take part in it and have a good time.
So will this be like that street during the Pride Festival where the whole street is a 21 and older crowd and you have to present ID to get into the area? What will the access be?
We haven't been 21 and up during Pride for a handful of years. Maybe the last time was pre-COVID.
I don't drink, so I never pay attention to how you get access to alcohol.
It may have even been before COVID. But yes, so you come on and you're only carded, and it's your option if you want to buy a beverage.
At which point you show your ID and they'll give you a wristband. That allows you to buy beverages, and that evening it's Roman cocktails on Arenas Road. People can carry their drink around with them.
Just on Arenas Road in the event zone, you can't bring beverages in and you can't take beverages out. But it is, if somebody 18 or 19 wants to come and participate, there is not an age restriction. It will be fun. And if you are hungry, just stop by and get dinner, because the Mellows Barbecue from Banning and Holy Smoke Barbecue at a Cathedral City. Two incredible barbecue vendors will be on hand. And then, of course, which is going to be fun, is Black Book and Chill both have special barbecue menus for the barbecue. So come out, check it out. There's also going to be fans on the street. So if it was this weekend, the weather, look at this weather, it just would be. It would be fabulous if it was going on this weekend. But just in case it might be a little warmer on June 24th, we do have the huge fans that will be scattered around the perimeter on Arenas.
So if you ever wanted to feel like a supermodel, just come and stand in front of the fan. And
I'm sure there's going to be plenty of folks taking selfies in front of them.
Oh, yes, exactly. So this has been live, and Lance Druckerman says, thank you for planning. Thank you. He's planning on attending.
Nice.
Oh, he's thanking me for attending and broadcasting this event. But who knows, he might show up because his husband, Gary, loves playing cornholing. And Max was surprised to learn that Arenas Road is not 21 plus at Pride. So Max, you and I both learned that you can go onto Arenas Road during Pride if you're under 21. It's simply when you drink, you get you should present your ID and you get a wristband.
Yeah,
and that's what allows you to drink. You have to have ID. Well, Max is applauding that. He's very happy to. I don't know Max's pronouns. They are very happy to learn that. So, Ron, as usual, it's great to have you on the show, and I thought it would be a short episode, but you and I, we never have a problem talking.
Well, once you get going, there's a lot for us to talk about, and I appreciate your participation and support in helping us get the word out, because, like I said, if we're successful this year, we draw some good crowds, this will become an annual event for us in June.
Well, I look forward to that, and I look forward to, as I do every year with my team, broadcasting the Greater Palm Springs Pride Parade live for the world in November.
Excellent.
All right, you have a good weekend, Ron.
Okay, you too. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.
In a safe place, I got room to breathe. Been a long chase, but at last I'm free. These open woods, I knew I could find peace here. Nothing like the city where I got tired of the running, the catching up. I got hungry for the sun.